Welcome back to ARAP. Before we begin, remember to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel grow. Let's get right into the developments that have recently circulated online. Another video involving Pete Hegseth has re-emerged and gone viral. This appears to be one of several older clips that people have been sharing. The video seems to present views that appear different from some of the public positions he has expressed during the past week. It has drawn attention because it was reportedly located by CNN's K-File, which is known for examining public records and past statements. This is part of a wider conversation about how public figures' earlier comments are now being reviewed in light of current events. In addition to that, there is a new lawsuit connected to former President Donald Trump. Reports state that the retail company Costco has filed a legal challenge regarding import tariffs that were established under the Trump administration. The company is seeking a refund for tariffs paid, and the case is expected to be reviewed at a high legal level. According to multiple news outlets, the question being examined is whether a particular law, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, allows a president to impose certain tariffs in the way they were applied at the time. Please like and subscribe if you want more detailed breakdowns of these legal stories. There is also social media discussion around a message that Senator Rand Paul sent to Donald Trump. Trump posted a screenshot of a message about association health plans, a topic that has previously been debated in Congress. It is unclear why the message was shared publicly, and there has been speculation online about whether the message was intended for public release. Because there are questions about the context, it is important to stick to what is confirmed. The message was posted, it referred to health policy, and it mentioned previous efforts related to association health plans. Meanwhile, a video circulated showing former President Trump appearing to close his eyes during a cabinet meeting. Some viewers interpreted this as him briefly falling asleep, while others argued it may simply have been a moment of stillness. The clip drew reactions because it occurred during a formally recorded meeting. Major news channels, however, focus more on separate comments Trump made that were criticized by some for being offensive. Regardless of interpretation, it raises questions about how presidential behavior is covered and which moments receive the most media attention. Some commentators have argued that presidents should remain fully alert during official events, while others say short moments caught on camera do not necessarily reflect overall fitness. Comparisons have been made to how the media has treated similar concerns about other public officials, including President Joe Biden. Again, for accuracy, it's important to note that reactions tend to depend on political viewpoints, and official medical evaluations are usually the appropriate source for determining a leader's health or alertness. As for the older Pete Hegseth clip, it included comments about the military not following unlawful orders. News outlets highlighted that this aligned with what several senators recently stated, that members of the military are obligated to reject unlawful instructions. Observers have pointed out the contrast between past remarks and current political debates. What matters here is not to assume motivations, but to note that public figures sometimes express evolving views over time. Moving back to the lawsuit, Costco's filing argues that because the law in question did not explicitly authorize the tariffs in the way they were used, the company believes it is entitled to refunds. Public reporting indicates that other large corporations have filed similar suits, including companies in cosmetics, manufacturing, and consumer goods. Experts interviewed by media outlets say that if the case succeeds, it could open the door for more companies to request refunds, although legal outcomes are uncertain. The White House, in statements reported by news organizations, has defended the tariffs and argued that they generated significant revenue. U.S. Customs and Border Protection data has been cited showing tens of billions of dollars collected. The administration's position is that overturning the policy could have major economic effects, while companies argue that the tariffs increase costs that were ultimately passed along through the supply chain. For neutrality, it is important to note that economic experts differ on how much tariffs help or hurt domestic markets, and courts will ultimately decide the legal questions. There's also been discussion online about where tariff revenue goes and how it is used. Officially, tariff revenue becomes part of federal funds collected at the border, Any further claims about how the money is distributed would need clear evidence from official documents. So, it is better to rely on confirmed public records and avoid speculation. What is confirmed is simply that large sums were collected and that several companies are seeking judicial review. Remember to like and subscribe because it helps more viewers learn about these complex topics. Another noteworthy point is how corporations interact with political administrations in general. Businesses often support or oppose particular policies depending on how those policies affect their bottom line. In this case, the companies filing lawsuits appear to be motivated largely by financial considerations, which is common in the business world. Whether or not these actions are viewed as political statements, the primary driver, based on available information, appears related to cost and legal interpretation rather than ideological alignment. Regarding the public reactions, some commentators online expressed approval that a large company challenged government policy, while others cautioned that court cases can take a long time and may not result in refunds. Legal experts have explained that past tariff disputes sometimes end with settlements or narrower rulings rather than sweeping reversals. It will be essential to follow official court documents as the case progresses, rather than relying on predictions. All of these stories show how quickly political news can shift from one issue to another, especially when videos or messages go viral. Clips taken from meetings, older interviews, or private messages can suddenly dominate public discussion. Yet it is crucial to prioritize verified information, official statements, and reputable news sources. Political content often includes strong opinions, but accurate reporting depends on separating confirmed facts for speculation. In conclusion, we have older statements resurfacing from a commentator, a legal battle involving major tariffs, differing reactions to a moment from a government meeting, and ongoing debates about executive authority. Whatever your view of the individuals involved, these developments highlight the importance of transparency, legal review, and responsible reporting. Please like and subscribe a fourth time. Your support keeps the channel going and encourages more balanced analysis. Thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you stay informed and think critically about the sources you engage with. I'll see you in the next video, inshallah.